Let's go take a walk.
Be careful.
All right. Still in the process of cleanup. 2 trees taken care of so far. Still got another over there. Waiting on new saw, smaller saw to come in. Hell of a mess down at the bottom of the driveway. But this is what I'm curious about and what's beyond. We need a good stick. Alright. Big old tree uprooted right across the path into another one, hung up all the way up there. Oh geez. I think my tree cutting fella Austin may get a call about this one, because I don't know if I want to deal with that. At any rate, more down through the woods in there. Nothing critical though. Okay, this little guy came down. He's no issue, no problem. This guy's standing dead anyway. He needs to come down. That little guy came down, leaning, hung up in there. They probably need cut and yanked out with the excavator. And a couple little limbs. That's no big deal. These guys are okay. I can hear the water running from the creek. Kind of anxious to find out how the crossing fared, or if it's even still there. It got topped in lesser storms, lesser rainfalls, so I'm certain it got topped this time. I'm just wondering if it got blocked up and then carried away. If we have to start from scratch again. Although this path doesn't look too bad, and I know a lot of water runs down through here. This tree was already leaning like that, so no change there. Little sticks and twigs everywhere. All of these guys were leaning like that before, so that's fine. No change. A lot of water came down through here. Creek is right over there. Not the part we're concerned about, but we'll go take a look. As of yet, I don't see evidence that the water was up this high, but it's hard to tell here. All the leaves are still here. Couple of trees leaning that weren't before. Water was probably rushing around this corner and eating out underneath of it, undercutting it. A lot of sand carried down here. That was not there before. Washed out that part of the bank and it dropped in there. But onward we go. It looks fairly normal through here. Creek may have cut out this way a little more, but that's all alright. That looks normal. All of this is as it was. That all looks as it was. Really expected this tree to come down. Kind of shocked. Oh my goodness, the branches, jeez, everywhere. It's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm losing track of time. This is the first I've been down here. That guy came down. A couple little minor things. This is nothing. Well, as expected, our pond, little wide spot in the creek that we affectionately refer to as a pond, silted back in. Look at the sand deposits there. Phew. Our little rock dam, etc., whatever you want to call them. A lot of deposits got carried down there too. I had dug this out not a month ago. Normally the bank comes along here and it's water to this point, but due to the curve and whatnot, water comes rushing down here, deposits, carries all this sand. It slows down when it gets to the wide spot, drops all the sand out. So you know it was up pretty good, but I don't exactly know how high. I see the bank over there is a little undercut. That got topped, so it was flowing and rushing through there. So that'll need dug back out. I don't see really anything out of the ordinary here except a bunch of branches laying. This little falls over the rock here. I expected it to have sanded in more, silted in more. A lot of sand down there, but the only problem is I can't reach down there with the excavator up here. So anything I dig out of there has to be done by hand. And frankly, I may dig a trench through the center of it to keep it from undercutting this bank. And that's about it. Otherwise, it's going to stay au natural. That tree was always leaning. This stuff looks good. Looks good. Head more upstream toward the crossing. All those trees I had cut down earlier, well, about a year ago, they're still, nothing else seems to have come down. That tree that's down up there was down. Crossing still looks to be intact. Branches everywhere. Oh, little twigs. A little pile of excess riprap here. Clearings from when I opened this up. Yeah, she got topped all right, but it's still there. Two double wall pipes under there. And riprap all surrounding the pipes to more or less hold them in place, but still allow water to trickle through and around. Then hurricane fence, chain link fence laid over top of it, rebar driven in, and just something along the sides, a couple little branches put along both sides, filled that all up with riprap, and then enclosed the chain link fence over top of it to hold it in as one unit. Couple of fish down here. Okay, we got one little block up going on there. It's not as bad as I was expecting. Clear that out and we'll be alright. I can't leave it that way for very long. There's upstream. Our property ends, well, you can kind of see, you see the ribbon on that tree over there. I put that ribbon on because I found the ribbon nailed into the tree. It's just to help me mark it. Comes down and goes across the stream just on the other side of this big tree here. And upstream, I don't know if you can see it or not, lots of little gentle falls over sloping rock slabs, much like this. Just continues on down. I'll have to get down here and get this out there, but not right now. Crossing still there. Yay team. Looks, all this is laid over. Looks like water got up around here. Yeah. Judging by what grass is laid over on the other side. So that was pretty deep. Should have had a trail cam up here on one of these trees looking, but I didn't make it down here to get them set up in time. I'm not thinking I want to find too awful much, actually, looking from what I've seen so far. Nothing obvious across the trail up there except spider webs. And again, our property line comes through 20-30 feet up that way and runs out that direction. This is just an old logging road, which I am not going to walk all the way out and all the way back. That will be for a later date, once we get that big tree taken care of up at the trailhead, and I can bring a little truck down through here, and then we'll explore more. So all in all, not bad. There's the crossing in the creek. We're still down in the bottom. I'm going to walk my way up, but I'm not going all the way back the longer, easier way. I'm going to take the steeper hill. The original path we used to use, which frankly there's two that we don't use anymore. One goes up that way and up straight, and it is entirely too steep. This is the one we used when we first got the place and first started getting down here, but it too is just a little too steep. well, for any kind of vehicles or anything. And again, I've marked trees where I found a ribbon tied around or a ribbon nailed to it. You see here, kind of indicative of our property line. Need to have it surveyed and remarked. But again, that's the line I showed you. It comes straight down through here and then straight across the creek and up that way. 10 acres, most of it out there. Oh, this little guy. Not really a problem, but this seems a little odd. Yeah. Whatever, we'll go around. Yeah, this was always the toughest part. Up this steep hill, around this tree, and turn at the same time. This is why we did not like this path. Another ribbon there. So none of that's ours over there. Large tree fell, but I think that was last year. Not really mine to mess with. Yeah, this is oh, okay, he's gonna take down that one too. Whatever, not a danger to anything. So I'm not really gonna worry about that guy, but boy, he was big. I'm not sure what that is. I am no tree expert. Can't tell by the leaves. Maybe some type of maple. I see a bunch of oak leaves back there, but I think that was from those smaller trees. There's that steeper trail that we just can't use. I've been throwing logs down there from trees as I cut them up already. Yep. Pushing on that big pine. Just might have to have Austin come take care of that guy. It's big enough that it's going to be a challenge just because of its size. It's taking down, hung up in other trees, which in my mind makes it unpredictable and therefore a danger to me. Austin knows what he's doing. I think I'll let him do it. And back up here. Guess we could walk down to the bottom of the driveway. Take a walk down the bottom of the driveway. Let you see some of Austin's handiwork already. Neighboring property had a big tree came down, hung up into 4 or 5 of mine. Took 2 of them down, put them on the power lines and fiber, and drug them way down. Road crew cut those 2 trees up to get them off the line, and I just moved them over here with the Mini. But this big fella was still hung up And these trees. Austin slid it down these trees and then actually got it to back away. Wizardry. Sorcery. Dude knows what he's doing. So I still need to get down here, cut some of this up a little into smaller pieces and end up with a hell of a log pile, but it'll rot away eventually. Chip up the smaller stuff, make it disappear into our carpet. Yeah.